I do believe that I was put on this world to save my mom's life.
When I was 36 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. The way I noticed that something was wrong was on Christmas Day. I was doing a pull-up contest with the family. Noticed something was wrong as I got a sharp pain under my arm, and I went ahead and just kind of alarmed myself, and then had my husband feel it. And so I probably normally would have shrugged it off, but that morning my daughter Kennedy had a really bad dream.
I don't necessarily remember the dream I had. All I know is my mom was dying.
And that morning she was just crying and crying, and she was bear hugging me, and she wouldn't let me put her down. And I kept asking her what's wrong, and she's like, I don't want you to die, Mom. I just don't want you to die.
But I really vividly remember the feeling I had in that dream, and I still get it a lot.
And this went on and on for quite some time, and so it kind of really bothered me. Later the next day is when I found the lump. On Christmas Eve, I got this card in the mail, and I thought it was just really interesting because it looked just like Kennedy, and it was Kennedy looking just like an angel. So I didn't think much of it, but then the next day when I felt the lump, all these things started just going through my brain. And so immediately on the 26th, I called and got the appointment to get the lump checked. December 26th, I went ahead and went in to the doctor. It was confirmed that the tumor was malignant, so that I had cancer. I did have stage 3B breast cancer, which is pretty close to being stage 4. And luckily it had yet to spread through any of the other organs. Okay, so after that, getting staged, I had to go ahead and start treatment right away. And I knew this was gonna be a rough road because I had 3 kids at the time, 9, 6, and 3. And so the first thing I did was have a couple of surgeries. Then I had 16 weeks of chemo, 37 radiation treatments, and a year of this intravenous drug called Herceptin.
So throughout my mom's entire cancer treatment, I was attached at the hip. I don't think I really ever left her side. I went to every single doctor's appointment that I could. And throughout that, I got really close with the nurses. And one actually gave me a blanket, and I named it Blueberry because it was blue and had smiley faces on it. And I ended up losing it, and I made 9 news for that. So after I made 9 news for losing my blanket, everybody started sending me and making me blankets that tried to replicate that exact blanket because I never ended up finding it. So I had a ton of those blankets, and I actually have one still that I kept. So this is actually the blanket I ended up keeping. The smiley faces are really faded, and it's tied together because it ripped. But I think my siblings made me this one, and it was most special because my sister and brother made it.
In August of 2007, I found out I was cancer-free. Because had I waited maybe even a week longer, I probably wouldn't be here today.